That didn't smell good. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrew Fillion, and today I want to take you through 3 proteins that you can get at Costco, and each of these proteins serves a different purpose. So let's dive right into it. Coming up with my first protein that I really like, it's going to be Orgain's rice and pea protein. Now what I really like about this is that unlike dairy products, rice and pea protein does not upset my stomach. So for me, I really like it for that feature. I personally am a little bit lactose intolerant, not all the way, but a little bit. So a lot of proteins end up upsetting my stomach, and the rice and pea protein does not at all. Now this one in particular is strawberry, but typically at Costco you can find these in chocolate and vanilla, and they usually have a seasonal flavor out as well. So keep an eye out for those. The strawberry is personally my favorite, so you should try it. Now let's break this down into why it's so good. So the serving size is 170 calories, and you're gonna get 21 grams of protein with that. That's going to be typically higher than your alternative whey protein sources, but the reason for that is because whey protein has no carbohydrates in it. Usually there's a little bit of sugar added, so there is a little bit of carbohydrates, but when it comes to the brown rice and pea protein, because they are vegetable sources, they are naturally going to have some carbohydrates in them. That's not a huge deal though. I mean, if you really think about it, an extra 50 calories should not make or break your diet. If you're struggling to lose weight, there's probably something else that you need to address. I don't think it's going to be the protein powder. So even though this protein does come in a little bit higher in calorie, I'm all for it. Now if we do look at the ingredients, they are a little bit too long for my liking. Typically I don't like buying things with long ingredients lists, but in this case I'll make an exception because most of it is going to be things like chia seeds, flax seeds. I don't really think these things are necessary. It's definitely not why I'm buying the protein, but if it's in there, it's in there. I don't think it's a huge deal. I like this specifically because it's a nice alternative to a dairy-based product. Now something to keep in mind if you are going to go with brown rice and pea proteins is that vegetable sources almost never have a full amino acid profile. And what I mean by that is that protein has 13 essential amino acids. When you get these from meat and dairy, they're always going to have every single amino acid. But when it comes to vegetable-based proteins, they usually are going to be deficient in at least 3 or 4 of those. And when I say deficient, I mean 0. So you can't have a full protein without all 13 amino acids. It would be like building a house but not bringing any glass for the windows. Sure, you got the foundation up, but it's not a complete house. Now in the case of Orgain's protein, they've got you covered. It's a complete protein, so don't even worry about that. This is more for people that are trying to get their protein from vegetable-based sources. But as an alternative to whey protein, I love this stuff. I usually have at least one of it a day. Alright guys, next up is going to be Ascent. This stuff is really good. In fact, this is going to be one of my favorite proteins of all time, and I'm going to show you exactly why that is. So Ascent is coming in at just 120 calories per serving of protein, and you're getting 25 grams of it. So that's already better in terms of macros than what we are seeing with the brown rice and pea protein. What makes this so great is that it's really only 2 ingredients, whey protein isolate and whey protein concentrate. Now there's 2 secondary ingredients, which is going to be cocoa and stevia leaf extract. That's incredible. That means that this protein doesn't have any of the usual additives that we see in a lot of different protein powders. Now for that reason, this protein is going to be a little bit more expensive. It's going to be roughly $60 at Costco, but this is not a problem because in my mind, when you pay a little bit more for a protein, it acts as a hedge against some of the negative, nefarious ingredients that you see getting added to these protein powders. Typically, the cheaper the protein is, the more of a scam it is. And I really mean that. There's a lot of junk, garbage protein powder out there. And unfortunately, some of it's sold at Costco, but not this one. This is good stuff, and I really highly recommend it. And as an added bonus, it's flavored with stevia. I love that. What I really like about that is that because it doesn't have a chemical sweetener, it's not going to affect your brain chemistry quite like some of the other artificial sweeteners do. This is going to be my #1 recommendation if you shop at Costco and you're looking for a dairy-based protein. All right, let's get into #3. This one is a bit of a life hack. It's going to be the Pricier brand of protein. Now, Pricier comes in pre-packaged proteins. Why is this awesome? Well, I'll tell you. I work out in the morning because I'm an adult, and after my workout, I have to go to work. I don't have time to be messing around making breakfast or even dealing with stinky shaker bottles. Phew. Anyone who's made a protein shake knows these things end up getting smelly really fast, and they're a pain in the ass to clean. With this, I'm done with my workout, I drink it in the car, and when I get where I'm going, I throw it in the trash. Boom, it's done, it's easy. Now yes, it is going to be a little bit more expensive, so you're going to be kind of paying for that convenience. But sometimes, paying for the convenience is a good thing. Think about productivity. All that time that I'm not spending cleaning out a shaker bottle or wasting time making breakfast, I can get to work every morning right away by having a prepackaged protein like Premier's. Now here's what makes this specific flavor so incredible. The cafe mocha has caffeine added to it. This is like a 2-for-1 combo. Not only are you getting your protein, you're getting caffeine. It's like having a cup of coffee. It's perfect for people that are going to work. That's what I do every day. I have one of these every single morning. I love it. Now let's take a look at the ingredients. So unfortunately, of the 3 products I've showed you guys today, this one has the lowest quality ingredients, but its protein is good. We're coming in at 30 grams of protein for only 160 calories. So that I'm happy with. But there's one ingredient in here that I really don't like, and that's going to be the sunflower oil. And sometimes it says it might even have soybean oil. I hate these oils with a passion. I try to avoid foods that have them entirely, but this one time I make an exception. The exception is because of the convenience factor it adds to my life. I'll take those 3 grams of fat, even if they're from a terrible source, if it means that I'm getting started and moving with my day much, much quicker by having one of these. Now there are other brands out there that do the same thing, but this is the only one that I've seen that has caffeine in it. So it's a 2-for-1 combo. I highly recommend that anyone who has a busy lifestyle get some of this into your diet. Now with that, you can get all 3 of these at Costco. I highly recommend that you at least get one, or like me, get all 3. Remember, everything in life is a toolbox. It's not about being vegan, it's not about being carnivore. It's about using whatever tool is best at that time for the job. I have no problem having all 3 of these in one day, and in fact, I typically do. This one goes well in the morning. This one goes well midday. And because the strawberry is a little bit sweet and it doesn't affect my stomach as much, it's great for a late night snack. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. If you have a Costco membership, I highly recommend you at least get one of these. And as always, if you like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel, share this video with a friend that you think could benefit from it too. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you're going to be tracking protein, you may as well be tracking all your calories. So check out this video. I'm going to show you the best way to handle calorie counting. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Man, these things smell so bad. I've had to throw them out before. I've had like 10 of these. You just throw them away because they're garbage. They stink.